How's it going, lads? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to episode 5 of the Ipswich Town Road to Glory career mode. Starting this episode off with a look at our youth academy, looking at Jay Vincent. He is going to be promoted, 58 rated, looks really good, and we are looking to ship a few players out in January in the centre back position because a few of them are aging and aren't playing as much, so they are just decreasing, whereas I think Jay Vincent will improve. Esteban Diaz, one of the oldest players and one of the players spent the longest in the academy, has also been promoted. The Paraguayan has been promoted. Neither of them are 60 overall yet, so we don't know about their actual potential. You know, you get the exciting prospect or the potential to be special, so we don't get them until they're 60, but I'm excited to see where they are on that scale. I think Jay Vincent has potential to be special, and I think that Diaz may just have the an exciting prospect tag. But hosting Accrington Stanley in the first game of the episode, as you can see, a usual side for us. Sears leads out the Tractor Boys, which is probably one of the strangest nicknames I've heard, but I do kind of like it. Against Accrington Stanley, obviously a strong side here, playing 5 at the back, and they were difficult to break down early on in this game. The only way I know Accrington Stanley is they used to be the lowest rated team in the game. Back in, I don't know, FIFA 15, 16, they used to be the lowest rated team to get half a star in. But what about this for a goal? What a finish from Josh Harrop into that far corner. Contender for goal of the season, and we're only 5 episodes in, and we've got, well, actually no, 5 episodes into the season is probably relatively good. But what a goal this was from the attacking midfielder. He has been a star player in this side, whether it's creating or scoring, and that has got to be one of the best moments of the season. And it just highlights how crucial he's been to this side. Wow. I can't wait till the end of the season so we can have our end of season awards. So who gets goal of the season, who gets player of the season, who gets players player, fans player, coaches player. But it did take us until the start of the second half, 2 minutes into the second half, to get our second goal. Lovely ball through to Semenyo, who just showcased his pace and composure with that lovely dink over the keeper. But how about that for a tackle from Ryan Shawcross? £700,000 paid, and you get things like that from him, and it even comes to a goal in the end of it. He's been such an unsung hero in this save. Obviously you don't see the defensive side of it, so I had to put that in because it was just incredible. But he's been crucial to the side since we brought him in. He's literally been hit, whether he's playing with Wolfenden or Nsiala, he is just in the side and he does everything, and he is just such a key player. But 2 players came in, Kyle Leonard and Zachary Summers, have come into our academy from the recent Youth Academy report. Leighton Orient in the Papa John's Trophy, I did decide to sim it, and Diaz and Vincent did get their first professional starts for us in a 1-0 win. I'm not really worried about the Papa John's Trophy this season. It is some silverware we should probably be focusing, some attention on, because it is silverware to win in the first season, which is always a good thing. But I really want to get this side promoted, and that's going to be my main aim. But second game here against Northampton Town. Obviously, they are also a strong side. Coming to their home ground is never going to be easy. But when you've got players like Semenyo who is on form, it's always made that a little bit easier. And as you saw, there he is on 13 goals currently, and the competition record is 55, which did scare me a little bit. But it didn't take long for Northampton to break the deadlock, with Chukwuenye breaking through our line through a lovely ball through, and our defence was caught sleeping. And he does manage to smash the ball past our keeper in the net, Holy. Nsiala here has to defend a 2-on-1. I did sprint back because he is fast, but unfortunately a mistimed slide tackle does lead to a penalty to Northampton, and also he did end up getting sent off, so that's not great. Luckily we have got a lot of centre backs, but he is probably a key one for us. Very pacey, so he does give us that option, especially with Shawcross being so slow. He does give us that bit of cover at the back, so that Shawcross can, if Shawcross is paced, we have got someone behind him, which was the case there. Unfortunately, I did dive in a bit too late, and it did result in a Northampton penalty and the suspension of Nsiala. Northampton then did put the penalty away. I did think he was going to go down the middle, but he did slot it down that right-hand side and put them 2-0 up, which, you know, I was expecting it to be a hard game, but I did expect us to show up in this game and give them a hard game, but they were very tough to break down. Second half, though, we did come forward with a lovely ball through to Bennett, and what a ball this was, and what a finish from Flynn Downs. Flynn Downs is turning out to be a really, really good player for us as well. The young centre midfielder does pop up with a lot of goals. If you've seen Ilkay Gundogan this season, that's basically Flynn Downs for us this season. Popping up with goals here and there. Even though he's playing in centre midfield, he does just pop up with goals. Unfortunately, though, we couldn't get the equaliser, and Northampton did grab a third goal, and that puts the pressure on us to get 3 goals in order to win this game. But the man himself runs through again. Flynn Downs finishes into that far corner. I did want him to pick up the ball, but he just runs and boots it. And then we run around a bit more and trying to get him to pick up the ball. He wasn't having any of it. But in the 86th minute, we came forward. What a chance that was. A terrible pass from Semenyo. I gotta say, passing in this game was not great. Got a bit unlucky there through Wolfenden. Just kicking the ball, and it just bounces straight back to Benny Ashley-Seal. Again, very unlucky that Ryan Shawcross literally just fell to the ground instead of actually sliding. And Benny Ashley-Seal, fast player. As soon as he gets in behind you, you know it's going to be tough to bring him down. But he does end up smashing the ball into the far corner, and we did end up losing 4-2. That's our first loss in I think 5 games. But Flynn Downs did get a 10. Again, he is a very crucial player in this team. There are lots of players in this team that are really good and are really showing that they could, if they turn up, we could end up winning promotion. But Burton Albion now in the 4th and final game of the episode. Obviously, we have played 3 and simmed 1. Burton Albion, I don't know what to say about them. They're a very hit and miss side. You know, they've been promoted to the Championship quite a few times. Obviously, they've been very strong in League One, but of recent they have been quite poor. So I didn't really know what to expect when we did play them, but did put out our strongest side. Dozzle comes in for Hughes in this game, just because I think we got so many solid midfielders. We need to start rotating a bit more, and Hughes was a bit tired, and Dozzle comes in and did a brilliant job. But 8 minutes in, Luke Varney just ball rolling inside our box. Just look at the sheer amount of ball rolls he did in that two minutes of in-game time, basically. He just ball roll after ball roll after ball roll after ball roll. And in the end, we had about 4 players around him, and a simple pass through to Powell, split our defence open, and all he had to do was tap it home. But 31st minute, great little through ball from Harrop, and there you go. That's what I said. These two up top are the reason why we are the top scoring team in the league. And Semenyo celebrates by hovering in the air. Great finish from him. Again, he's a key player for us. Again, second half now for us to try and grab our second goal of the game. Freddie Sears down this right hand side, and what a ball in. And Josh Harrop gets his first goal of the game and his second goal of the episode. Just unbelievable. You can definitely tell why we are the top scoring team, because just look at the kind of football we're playing. And I said Josh Harrop's goal was a good one. That one was almost as good. was a bit more inside the box, but did go further in the top corner. So they are about even at the moment. But what a finish from Keenan Bennett. He said, do you know what, Josh, if you're going to score one of them, I'm going to score one of them too. And he put us 3-1 up, and at this point, Burton were all over the place, and Semenyo gets his second of the game. A bit of an easy goal to score, I gotta say. We did almost mess it up as well, but Semenyo's there. He does finish everything, and I'm just really happy that we brought him in for the price that we did. Josh Hart with man of match though, and that is going to be it for this episode. As you can see, we have been pushed into the playoffs now after those 4 games. Very strong performance from us in this episode, and I really hope we can carry on now for the next couple of games. Hopefully we can stay in this playoff position. But if you have enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.